Ba-ba-ba.
Just inside, 2-2. Almost 2 strikes to Marsh. He has seen some pitches tonight, hasn't he? He has sat there and pitched out on 50th. Marsh for a second time, grinding out in at bat. On the 3-2, fights it off and fouls it away. 12th pitch that he will see coming up already today. 3-2, and that's high. The ball works. The wall kicker down. And a challenge coming on the 3-2 pitch from Miguel Amaya. And it is ball four, just off the gut. 1/10 of an inch. No question for Andy Marsh. So impressed by his EVs tonight and his ability to foul off really good pitches, not just pitches like that.
All right.
But the lack of swing and miss or the decrease in swing and miss.
So, having all kinds of internet problems today, all kinds of phone problems today. So, hopefully we can get people on here and I can, we can do it. We can do it on here and knock it out. I got a brand new phone. What's today? Monday. I got a brand new phone on Friday, and it's the 17, and for some reason the iPhone 17, and for some reason there's a couple things that are just, they're just not working right. I did the live find yesterday. For some reason it's not working today. I can't figure it out. So I figured, all right, let me just do my YouTube channel, and hopefully I can show you some graphics here. One of the things that I'm trying to remember, there's a way that, oh my gosh, God, it's been a while since I've done this on YouTube. There's a way that we can take the graphics full, and I just have to remember how to do it. It looks like they've changed a couple of things. Share screen. All right, let's see. This might be it right here. Let's see. All right. Can you guys let me know? Can you guys see that real quick? Can you guys see? Okay, so you can see me and everything. Yes. All right, good. We'll get there. Just this is going to be interesting. I'm hoping I get some people on here. I don't know if everybody even has YouTube. And that's the thing. That's the neat thing about YouTube. You need to have your own YouTube account in order, to see into that image, and just, you'll have it. We got some funny today. All right. So I don't know if you guys, I didn't make a post about this because, quite honestly, I wasn't even going to make a big deal out of it. Show it anyway, because it's ridiculous. It can't possibly snow in eastern Pennsylvania in the middle of, can it? Wait till you see what the European did this morning. The 12Z update, what it did. It's wild. It's going crazy 90s on the front end, and then maybe some snow on the back end. Now, it wouldn't be in Philadelphia, but it had flakes flying north of the Pennsylvania Turnpike, and it had accumulations in the Lehigh Valley and the Poconos. So, it's that time of year, right? Transition time of year. Otherwise, it's been a good day. Just kind of hanging out. I took me and Murph over that way, and we've been just kind of hanging out, having a good time. It's been beautiful weather down here. We had a high today. This is back to back days between 75 and 78 for the high where I'm at right now. Very low humidity, getting a really nice breeze off the ocean every day. It's just been incredible. All right, so let's start out with the heat, okay? And one of the really good things here about YouTube is I can see the chat here on the right-hand side. I can actually see this a lot easier than I can if I'm doing my Facebook Live. So I'm going to be able to interact with you guys. If you got questions, just bring them, ask it. And I'll be able to answer them because I actually see them right here. So this is going to be a lot easier for me. But this is a look at the high temperatures tomorrow, okay? So what I've been talking about here over the last, 4, 5, 6 days, ever since the modeling has been going crazy and showing 90s, acclimation. All right, you get a 90-degree day in July, it's no big deal, especially when the dew points are low. You get a 90-degree day, though, in the middle of April when your normal highs are in the low to mid 60s. That's a problem, right? That's a problem. And thankfully, the humidity is going to be low. Dew points aren't going to be a big deal. But, like I said before, you start getting 90s like this, and, it's like. So here's a look at Wednesday. There's Thursday. All right, you see Thursday right there. All right, now watch this. This is interesting, okay? Because what's going to happen is you're going to see a front come in from the northwest, okay? And what that front's going to do, it's going to attack from the northwest, and it's going to eat away at this warmth. So it's still going to be warm. You're still going to have a really warm day Friday. And then Saturday, you're going to start to pull back. And it almost looks like you try to get a backdoor front coming in here. Look at the Jersey Shore, for example. You're going to go from – that is a 56 in Seaside Heights. Now, this is Saturday. Actually, let's go back. All right, so there's a look at tomorrow. All right, a lot of 80s, except for right there on the beaches, 55. Seaside Heights, look at this, okay? For Wednesday, the high in Philadelphia, 90 or 91. The Jersey Shore is going to be in the 50s. Holy cow. Sorry. They come in threes. That's 2. Pollen. We got allergy season going on down here. All right, so that's Wednesday. We're going to go from 91 in Philadelphia to 59 at the Jersey Shore from Brigantine North. There's Thursday, same thing, 90 in Philly, 59, Barnegat Lighthouse, let's say Atlantic City, Brigantine, areas to the north. Then as we get into Friday, same thing. Saturday, look at the difference here, 76 in Philly, 50s at the Jersey Shore. Sunday, same thing. So the point that I'm trying to make here is you're going to get some unbelievably warm weather. All right, 90s in April is wild. And many of you are probably going to want to go to the beach. If you do, you better bring a light jacket or a hoodie or something like that, because the numbers are only going to be in the 50s on the boardwalk. Okay, it's a big, big difference. Big, big difference. You're going from about 91 in the city to about 58 or 59 on the boardwalk. So just remember, you're going to head to the beach, and I don't blame you, right? Jersey Shore, there's nothing like it. Just make sure that you bring something warm. It's going to be a different ball game down there. All right, let's take all right, here's a look. Okay, so this is where there's a learning curve here. Hold on. Hang with me for 1 second. Stop sharing. Okay. Now, share. And let's go this one. No. There we go. Ah, it worked. Just so you guys know, I've only used this platform maybe 4 or 5 times ever. I've had my YouTube channel now for over a year, and I think I've only done this 4 or 5 times ever. So I'm really, really rusty. I apologize. But anyway, here's a close-up look at high temperatures tomorrow. All right. Then there's Wednesday. Okay, now this was one thing that I was trying to bring up in a post the other day. Let's say you're looking at 6ABC. All right. Let's say you're watching Cecily Tynan, and she's showing the 7-day forecast. And she's got 90 in Philadelphia, or 91, or whatever they're forecasting right now. The model actually has 91. You have to remember, not everybody's going to hit 90 here on Wednesday. As a matter of fact, look towards the top there. Look at the Lehigh Valley. It's only 86, 87 in Allentown, 88 in Reading, And then Millville's 87, Chester County's in the 80s, Trenton's 90, Wilmington's 89 or 90. But there's going to be an area where it's more kind of concentrated, the 90s, and that'll be from Chester to Trenton, and let's say Mount Holly to Bristol, Levittown, um, Philly Northeast, Ben Salem. It's going to be, it's a smaller area of 90. Okay, it's not like it's going to be widespread, so just kind of keep that in mind. Not everybody hits 90 there. Then, as we get into Thursday, it's an even smaller area. Look at Thursday. Maybe the city hits 90. Maybe Mount Holly and Pemberton hit 90. Maybe Cherry Hill hits 90. Cinnaminson, Runnymede, those areas there. But again, it's not widespread. It's only 85 for the high Thursday in Quakertown, 86 in Allentown, 85 in Millville, 50s and low 60s on the boardwalk. Wilmington 88, Doylestown 88, Chester County 87, 85, Lancaster 85. So again, it's a small area. Then as we get into Friday and Saturday, look at the 50s. Wow, look at the 50s on the weekend. Woo! There it is. That's it's going to be some really nice stuff. Okay, really nice stuff. All right, I see some questions here. Hey, Chris, I can see you good. Temperatures, let's see this way real quick. Again, this is a learning curve for me. So, we got a lot of questions here. Okay. Darn, I thought it would be nice at the shore. Well, it will be nice. It's going to be nice. It's just going to be cool. As long as, and remember, this happens until the ocean warms up. Once the ocean starts, see, that's the thing about down here in Florida. The ocean's always warm. Even at its coldest point, the ocean here in South Florida is still in the, I'd say mid 70s. We didn't get here in the Stewart area, Palm City, getting up towards or down towards Jupiter. I don't think we got any cooler than maybe 72 or 73. That's even during the heart of the winter season. So, because of that, you don't really, it takes a lot to get cooler temperatures down here. Up there, you guys actually had ocean temperatures like in the low 30s for a long, long time. Remember, the Delaware Bay was frozen solid at one point. So as long as that water stays cool, you're going to get that really, I don't want to say severe because it's not severe, but that significant cooling effect on the boardwalk. Once the ocean temperatures start warming up, that goes bye-bye. And then, a sea breeze in the summer will put you at 80 as opposed to 50. You know what I mean? Let's see. Facebook is much better. I know. I don't know what the heck is going on. I'm gonna have to when we get done this. I'm gonna have to figure out why I must have hit go live 5 times on it, and it would count down. It would go 3, 2, 1, and then it would stop right on 1, and then it would sit there for like 5-6 seconds, and then all of a sudden it would just say unable to perform task or whatever. Please try again. So I would do it again. I must have did it 5 times, and it just wasn't meant to be on Facebook today. Hopefully tomorrow we can get it. Okay, so let's go to, tell you what, let's share this one now. Oh, see, they're out of order too. That's the other thing. Oh, this is what I want to show you guys real quick. Let's do this one. Uh-oh. Ready? All right, you guys there? All right, get a load of this. So we're talking about all this front-end heat, right? All this front-end heat. Then, as we get into, not this, but next week, watch this. European went nuts today. All right, here's the 14th. Got a couple systems coming in over the top. We talked about this the other day. Jet stream is to the north, so that's where the storm track is. So you're going to get big thunderstorms this week across the heart of the states. Maybe northern portions of the Ohio Valley, those areas, those are the, jackpot areas as far as big storms over the next couple of days. Getting into the weekend, right now, Friday, there could be a couple of showers. Saturday, you get some cloud cover early, breaking for some sunshine. And then here comes Sunday. All right, now that's, all right. Now watch this. This is where it all begins. All right. Right. Let's go back right here with this front right here on Sunday. Watch this thing dig, okay? Right here. Bang. Are you kidding me? So sorry, Murph. So that is the 23rd. Now, keep in mind, that's 10 days out. We are way beyond the accuracy range of this forecast model, way beyond it, okay? So if I was a betting man, I would tell you this more than likely won't happen. Maybe it does, okay? But what I do like the idea of this trough coming in along the mid-Atlantic coast because it follows what the MJO is showing. So I do like the idea of the colder air. Whether or not you time everything out just right with some moisture and you get a little bit of snow, who knows? But that's what it's showing. Okay, now watch this. Now keep in mind, at this point, it's April 24th. All right, April 23rd, and it's showing this. Ready? Look at that. I mean, think about this for a second, okay? Just think about this. So we're talking about the I-95 corridor, 89 to 92 on Wednesday, maybe 89 to 91 on Thursday. And you're talking, 80s tomorrow. You're talking 80s on Friday. You're talking still beautiful weather Saturday and Sunday, and then maybe that a week later. Could you imagine? I mean, it's got an inch, 1.8 in Doylestown. It's got 4 inches in the Poconos. Forecast modeling being absolutely silly. That's what it's doing. It's just being absolutely silly. We'll see. Let's see. Really enjoyed your tour of the wildlife yesterday. Wasn't that neat? So I was going to do that again today. I was going to go over again today. But what's happening here is, so the kids are on spring break this week. So they don't have a bedtime. So what's going on is there's these kids on there's a lot of these motorized bikes. Kids are lazy today. Lazy. We used to ride bikes. We used to play outside all day. We weren't playing any video games. We were playing basketball, street hockey. We were, kids today, everything's got to be lazy. They don't ride bikes. They just ride these motorized things that take them up and down 40 miles per hour on the street. Well, they're running circles in the back here, and they're loud. They're like mini mopeds. So the motors are really loud, and they scare everything. So, the birds and everything, just they hear them coming and they all fly away. So that's why I didn't do it. They were just zipping back and forth the whole time. But what are you going to do? But it was fun. That was really, really neat. I agree. Okay, let me show you guys. I want to show you real quick. I think you guys will enjoy these. Can you see this here? All right. What you're looking at here, the 20 largest snowstorms ever recorded in Philadelphia history. All right. So obviously everybody remembers the January 6th, 1996, right? That was the blizzard of 96, biggest snowstorm ever, 30.7 inches. And then we had Snowmageddon, okay? That was 28.5 inches. We also had Snowpocalypse, the 23.2-inch storm, December 19th through 20th in 2009. So you see all the storms on. Look at number 7. Take a look at number 7. All right. What month is that? It's April. April. Number 7, the 7th largest snowstorm in Philadelphia history occurred during the month of April. All right. And it wasn't just an inch or two. It was 19 inches. 19.4 inches to be exact. So it can snow in April. Now, if this whole thing materializes, I'm just going to call it flakes. Maybe you get a dusting in some areas. It's not a big deal. But I just bring this up. I show you this because it can snow in April. Now, May is a different story, but April, it can snow. Some of these are big, too. I remember quite a few of these. Oh, I think we all remember that, that 18.9, February 12th, 14th, and 1899. We all remember that one, right? That was number 8. Let's see. Oh, what about the 1894 storm? 16.6. Cracks me up. A lot of these, the records go back, believe it or not, for Philadelphia. I think 1884 or 1885 is as far back as the records go. I mean, we're starting to get a lot of data now. that's stored. Let's see. What's interesting is since the year 2000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 of the top 20 have occurred within the last quarter century. So that's interesting. Definitely interesting. So Barb says, remember the Halloween snowstorm? Was that the one? Are you talking about the one that was a part of Hurricane Sandy when Sandy came on shore and it dropped like the 30 inches of snow in the Virginias and then it came up? And I think we got like another nor'easter behind it like a week later. Is that the one that you're talking about? 1899. If I'm doing my math correctly, it's 16 years after the Phillies were born. Wow. Wow, my friend, you're bringing up some knowledge, dropping knowledge on them. Wow. Marianne says, you're right. Kids are lazy. I know they are. It's just different today. I don't know what's wrong with these kids. All right, let me share it. And let's do another one. I'll share another graphic real quick. I'm starting to get the hang of this a little bit. Let's see. Oh, this is what I wanted to show you. Look. All right, so what you're looking at here, we were talking about the Super Niño, the Super El Nino the other day. All right, so what you're looking at is if you were to look at the Pacific, okay, off the coast of Peru, there's sectors that ENSO that are tracked by ENSO that NOAA, Weather Prediction Center, they track the temperatures of these sectors. So you have sector 1, 2, sector 3, sector 4, and sector 3, 4. All right, they track how warm or cold the waters are in those areas, and it's all off the coast of Peru. Nino 1.2 is right off the coast of Peru in South America. All right, and El Nino starts when you get to plus 0.5 for 3 straight months. Okay, that's when it is officially called an El Nino. Well, look where this is at. Not only is it way above that, I mean, we're at 1. That's a strong El Nino. Look at this. By April 13th, look where it's going. I mean, it's going all the way up. This is where the temperatures are going. You can see, I mean, that's where we are right now, where it's going. So you can see where it was, and that's where it's going. So let me go back. What did I do? Wait. Okay, hold on. Ready? Right there. Oh, hold on. Stay with me. Let's do it. Nope, that's not the one I want. How about this one? There it is. Okay. So take a look. All right. So where I'm talking about, you guys know where South America is, right? It's right there in the lower right corner, that continent right there. All right. So look at the blob of red. You see that blob of red right off the coast? That's where Nino 1-2 is. You go west of there, you get into Nino 3. You go west of there, you get into Nino 3-4, and then you get west of there, you get into Nino 4, which would be just south of Hawaii. That's the area that they're monitoring in the Pacific. When that area gets really, really warm, it just creates mass hysteria with the jet stream. The jet stream, think about it this way. I've often talked about this. Everything's connected, all right? Everything. The oceans, atmospheric waves, solar cycles, it's all connected, all right? So if you change the temperature of a large body of water like that, it's going to shift everything. And in this case, it's going to shift the storm track. So what essentially happens here, when that starts warming, when you see that red off the coast of South America start shifting west, start kind of stretching all the way west, okay? The El Nino develops. When you start seeing that, you're going to get the jet stream north, but you're also going to get up towards the U.S.-Canadian border, but you're also going to get that subtropical jet attacking across the Gulf Coast states. It produces a ton of wind shear, a ton. That, in turn, limits storm development. We were talking about that. That, in turn, limits storm development, tropical systems, as we get into the peak of tropical season. Doesn't matter what the ocean temperatures are doing. The ocean temperatures could be below towards warm. Things will develop. But when they run into the shear will rip them apart, just completely rip them apart. And so from that regard, You want that El Nino to develop. Now, what I'm trying to figure out is what that's going to mean for the Philadelphia area, the Mid-Atlantic, and the Northeast in terms of temperatures. All right, I'll show you this one last thing. Let's try. Let's see, they've got them all loaded up here, and I'll show you what the seasonal is doing right now. It is, there it is, right there. Okay. That's April. April's warm. There's May. May appears to be an average month. June, not too shabby. We can handle that. July, not bad. All right. August, not bad. September's a little bit warmer, but remember, the average highs are dropping at that point. All right. We're getting out of summer here. October, same thing. So, one thing that we're looking at here, according to the seasonal data, I know it's going to get hot this week, and there's the chance it could get hot again next week before that little cold shot comes in. But right now, all signs are from the seasonal data that it could end up being just a seasonable summer. Seasonable summer, I think, is 27 days of 90 degrees or higher in Philadelphia. That's an average summer. And that's what the modeling is suggesting. So we'll see. That's certainly a lot better than the 100-degree plus heat that you guys had for weeks, during the month of July last year. Okay. Well, that'll do it for me. I know this was a little difficult, but I thank you for your patience here. I'm not used to this, but at least we got something in there. Tomorrow, there's so much more that I couldn't even get to here because I'm not good enough with this platform yet. But anyway, tomorrow I'm going to try and get this thing fixed and go back onto my Facebook Lives with my phone. All right, you guys take care. You guys have a good night, okay? All right, good night.